Hello, welcome to 1 Minute Wiser. This is Christy Bridges, and today we're looking at Matthew 16, verse 5 through 12. They crossed the lake, and the disciples realized, I'd forgotten to pack the bread. About the same time, Jesus said, "Watch out. Beware the yeast of the Pharisees and Sadducees." His mind was still back on shore, thinking about that encounter. The disciples, they began to argue with each other because they hadn't brought bread. Jesus said, You have so little faith. Don't you remember the 5,000 I fed with 5 loaves and the baskets of leftovers you picked up? What about the 4,000 I fed with 7 loaves and the huge baskets of leftovers you picked up from there? Don't you understand? And the disciples finally understood he wasn't talking about the yeast and bread, but about the deceptive teaching of the Pharisees and Sadducees. You know, it's our natural tendency all the way back from the Garden of Eden. When we want to make a good impression and we feel like someone is catching us doing wrong or neglecting our duties, we suddenly fight amongst ourselves and try to shift blame. So the disciples, they're in this situation where they're realizing, maybe they're a little hangry too, but they're realizing somebody should have thought. And they want to fight over this bread. Jesus points them back to the spiritual matters that are going on. So let's think for a second. What have you seen today on the news, in your social media feed, in the headlines that flash across your screen? What have you heard today when you've heard people talking? What have you heard or said about God or in church or trying to encourage other believers that causes people to rise up, maybe in anger or in judgment or in pride? That's yeast, and it's not godly. Toss it out. Talk to you tomorrow.